Hi, this is Kathy from the White Pigeon Library. I'm here with new books. We've got Billy Summers by Stephen King, and he is a highly paid contract killer who draws the line at killing anybody who's not a bad person. So he's a sniper, and he is one of the top paid snipers. He's a veteran of the Iraq War. Looks like a good Stephen King novel. We've got The Girls Who Stepped Out of Line, nonfiction. It's written by Major General Mari K. Eder, and it sounds like it's the story of women in World War II who changed the course of history, and we've never heard their stories. There's a Native American woman pilot. There's a couple of sisters that were working in London and apparently did a lot of smuggling and housing refugees, and it just goes from there. The author is a retired Army Major General, and this is the first time these stories have been told, so that sounds like a really good book. The Girls Who Stepped Out of Line. And we've got The Shutaway Sisters, another World War II book by Suzanne Goldring. And it's about a young woman who is sorting through a home in London that belonged to her aunts, two sisters who lived through World War II and the bombings, and she's trying to uncover their story after finding a locked secret room in their home. Sounds good. We've got another Daniel Silva, The Cellist. I think it's number 21 in the Gabriel Allen series. And it starts out with a Russian dissident millionaire being killed by Russian nerve agent, and he's a friend of Gabrielle, so he comes from Israel and tries to find the killer and goes from there. So I just started it. It looks good. And we've got Jennifer Chiaverini, The Women's March, and it's about the 1913 March for women's rights and women's right to vote. And it sounds pretty good. It's historical fiction, but includes a lot of people that were involved in that. The march was in 1913, right before, the day before, the inauguration of Woodrow Wilson, who was absolutely against women voting. And it includes stories about Ida B. Wells, a journalist, an African-American journalist who was born into slavery. She was very concerned that women of color would be left out of this, and she wanted to make sure that they were also, of course, given the right to vote. Also talked about Maud Malone, a librarian and a women's right advocate that had been in and out of jail because of her activities, trying to advocate for women's right to vote. So this looks like it would probably be very good. And that's what we've got. So we'll see you next Monday at 7. Thank you.